Hey, Corey here, Canadian RC guy. We're back working on that modified. We got some new stuff. Let's see if we can get this thing turning left even better. So for our last setup video of this Traxxas Modified, we went out, we bought ourselves a new set of rear tires. We'll put the link in the description here. They're number 10474. We're going to take one of these rear tires, slap it on the front, a little bit better offset. That's going to help it turn a little bit better left. We got some old foam inserts from one of our crawlers. Spin this car around here. We're going to take this wing. As you can see, there's lots of adjustment on this thing. So we're going to kind of show you. We're going to jam some of it under here, under that frame section, and see if we can get that wing. Oh, we're sliding off our thing here. See if we can get that wing sitting up a little bit better, give us some more downforce. And then as well, from Losi, we ordered up this toe camber tool, so that way we can start getting the toe a little bit better on the left and the right of this car. Kind of start leaning in a little bit better, so that way it's kind of almost automatically turning left before it hits that corner. At least that's the plan anyway. So give us a few minutes. We're going to yank this body off. We'll throw this tire on, because that's the easy part. And then we'll show you what we're going to do about getting this foam in the back. If the foam doesn't work, we got some rubber that we're going to try. But we'll go with the foam first. Alright, we got the tire changed over, the car set to the side. Next thing we're going to do is work on this wing. Hopefully you can see underneath here. You can see where the frame is here. And you can lean the wing up. We're going to add a little bit of this. Sorry about the noise there. We're going to add, we've got some tire foam here. Or we've got some pieces of rubber. And we're going to get them stuffed kind of up and under here. And that's going to hopefully lean that wing up a little bit. Give us a little bit more downforce. And hopefully that will help out a ton as well. I guess time will tell. So give us a second. I'm not super noisy. I'll show you when we're done. But basically what we're going to do is just get this rubber, this foam. Hopefully you can see there. Set up underneath. And that way it's lifting that wing almost up to the top of this body. And, you know, that's lifting it up about that much. So that should hopefully help a lot. So give us a couple of minutes and we'll be right back. And we'll show you what we've done. So we just ended up going with foam underneath. We'll lift up there. Hopefully you can see underneath. And we just jammed some foam up underneath that roll bar, whatever you want to call it there, and the wing. And that just really helps set that wing up above. You know, the body there, going to give it some more downforce. So that should really help out a lot. So the next thing we're going to do is grab that camber toe tool, drop this thing on the table, and set this thing in and out a few degrees. So here's what we're going to use. It's a Losi toe camber kit that we ordered off the old Scamazon. It's a pretty simple plastic design. Just sits on the ground here and goes up against your tire. There's a little locking nut right here. You just, loosen it and tighten it. And that way you can set it at, positive and negative. It goes up to 10 degrees. It's a pretty simple thing. So it should be pretty easy for us to do. So give us a few minutes. We're going to get around to the other side of the table. And then we're going to get this toe and camber set. And I'll let you know what we're going to set everything at. So we've already went ahead. We've checked the camber here on the right-hand side. And we are about 3 degrees to the inside, so like to the positive. And we want to get that the opposite way, about 3 degrees to the negative. So that way it's leaning in when we're hitting those corners. The tire's going to stay flat, and it's already going to be kind of leaning in a little bit. And same thing here in the back. It's about 2 degrees leaning in. So we've got a little bit to do back there as well. So we're just going to show you here what we're going to do on the front one. It's pretty simple. We'll spin the tire here. So there's just that little turnbuckle right there. We're going to find our wrench. It's somewhere around here. Give me 1 second. So they do make special wrenches for this, but we just have a nice little set of pliers that we use. And there's a little turnbuckle right in there. All you have to do is grab onto that turnbuckle. You can turn it one way or the other. And that's going to adjust that camber. Trying to keep my hand out of the way. And that's going to adjust that camber, depending on which way you want to spin it, in or out. And then you'll be able to check it again. And you can see that we've started to move it a little bit. And we're already down to almost down to 0 now. So, you know, we're gonna crank it a few more times, get it shoved out to the outside. So we're gonna set our meter here at 3 degrees, lock it in place. Still just a little bit more to go. Give her a look-see. I think we might have went just a little bit too much. Are we at 3 degrees? Yeah, we went just a hair too much. We'll just spin her back just a little bit. And there we go. Get our tire straight here. Oh no, I think we still got a ways to go. We had ended up turning our tire, unfortunately. All right, so give us a minute. We're gonna keep spinning. We'll bring you back when we're all set up. So there you go, 3 degrees camber. We're gonna go ahead and do that same thing to the back tire there, and then we're gonna do 3 degrees positive to the passenger side, and that should really help this thing turn a lot. So give us a few minutes. We're gonna get the other 3 corners done, and then we'll bring it back and show you what it looks like. But you can see with that one tire, she's leaning, and once she gets turning around the corner, she just sits flat. So, sorry, I'm knocking it out of the way. Just kind of brings it back to 0. So it should work out really well. All right, so there we have it. We're all done. We took that new rear tire, threw it on the front, give it that little bit more offset to stick it out a bit. Took that foam, jammed it up underneath this wing, give it a little bit more lift. Hopefully that'll give us a little bit more push and keep that rear end planted to the ground. And then we went around and did pretty much 3 degrees camber on all 4 corners. We're probably going to play with that a little bit in the future. We'll obviously let you guys know what we change. 3 degrees positive on the passenger side here, and then 3 degrees negative on the driver's side. So hopefully that's just going to help crank this thing into the corners. All right, so I guess give us a few minutes. We're going to head back to that oval track, and we'll see if these changes helped out. All right, so we're back here at the track to see if these changes help our setup a little bit better. We went ahead, hopefully you can see it there. We kind of flattened down our corners a little bit. The dirt was getting banked up pretty good. We were kind of getting a groove in there. So we went ahead and fixed that. Did the same thing down at the other end. So we're just gonna throw this camera onto our controller and get a few laps in here and see if this thing is doing a little bit better. All right, let's see how this thing does. Still a little squirrely. Oh no, there we go. We just had to get a little bit of speed coming into those corners. Maybe a little bit of slipper clutch work to do to this thing, but I think a little too much there. Definitely turning a lot better, that's for sure. We'll stand up here, closer to the corners, and hopefully we can get you a little bit better of a shot going through the corners. Well, that one's not gonna be very good. Oh, a little squirrely there. Bring you down to the other end for a second here. Oh! And that's why next year, we're definitely gonna have to put up sideboards. Center into the trees. Oh, a little too much there on that one. I'm definitely gonna have to say I'm liking this setup a whole lot better. Not great at driving and filming, so one of these days we'll have to get the camera. Maybe we'll post it up on one of the trees over there or something so it's nice and high. That way we can get the whole track and we'll turn ourselves 10 or 15, 20 laps. That way we're not kind of holding the camera. But give me a second. We're gonna throw this camera back on the handstand here. We're gonna end this video off. So as always, if you're not already a subscriber, hit that subscribe button down below. Ring that bell so you get all the new videos. If you have any comments on what you think we should do to that car down there, drop them down in the comments. And if you could, give us a big thumbs up and share this video to any of your friends that you think might enjoy it. So thanks so much, and we'll see you again next week.